Dad, look, I'm making a time machine.
That sounds fascinating. What would you do with a time machine, Rahul?
I want to travel back in time and see dinosaur, Dad.
Ah, that sounds like an adventure.
Yes, Dad.
I have read so many stories about dinosaurs. I want to see them.
Well, we can actually study the past without needing a time machine.
Really? How?
It's through the study of history. History is the study of the past, and historians explore different periods in history to understand how people lived in the past and how societies evolved over time.
That sounds interesting, Dad. Can you tell me more about these periods?
Sure, Rahul. History has been divided into two main periods: prehistory and history.
What's the difference between prehistory and history?
Prehistory is the period of history when human beings did not know how to read or write. We do not have any records of that period. We learn about this time with the help of archaeology.
What is archaeology, Dad?
Archaeology is the study of ancient material remains like tools, coins, toys, pottery, jewelry, and other objects that are found buried deep under the ground. Those who study such remains of the past are called archaeologists. Archaeologists excavate deep into the ground and collect these remains to study them closely.
Wow, so they dig up old things to learn about the past.
Exactly. On the other hand, history is the time after the invention of writing. This is when written records are available. Historians study these records to explore the past. These writings help us know about the past, and that's why they are referred to as the sources of history.
So, prehistory is about things we dig up and history is about things we can read.
Yes, that's a good way to put it. Both are important for understanding how humans evolved and lived over time. This content used by historians in their study of history is called sources of history.
So, how do these sources help us learn about history?
Sources of history are mainly of two types: archaeological and literary. Archaeological sources include artifacts, inscriptions, coins, paintings, and monuments.
What are artifacts?
Artifacts are objects like tools, weapons, pottery, toys, jewelry, and small sculptures that archaeologists excavate and study. These artifacts provide clues about how people lived, what they used, and what their daily lives were like. Then we have inscriptions. For example, are writings carved on solid objects such as pillars, rocks, and walls. They give us information about historical events, rulers, languages, and more.
Do monuments also tell us about history?
Monuments like forts, temples, and palaces were built for specific purposes and tell us about the society, religion, and culture of that time. Archaeologists use all these resources to investigate and learn about the past.
It's amazing how much we can learn from these old things.
It sure is, Rahul. Learning about history helps us understand how societies evolved and how our world came to be what it is today. Then we have literary sources, which refer to all the written records of the past. In ancient times, manuscripts were written down on materials like bhojpatra and palm leaves. Over time, many of these manuscripts were damaged or lost.
How do historians use these literary sources to learn about history?
Historians study these records to describe events from the past. They look for clues about daily life, important events, and the beliefs of people in ancient times. See these manuscripts? They contain stories, laws, and accounts of ancient civilizations.
So, If they don't find written records, how do they learn about history?
Sometimes historians and archaeologists rely on archaeological sites. These sites are locations where remains from the past are found. There could be accidental discoveries or known locations where excavations are carefully carried out.
How do they excavate these sites?
Archaeologists dig very cautiously using proper tools. If they find something important, like artifacts or inscriptions, they handle them carefully to preserve their historical value. Look at these pictures of archaeological sites. Each one tells a story of ancient civilizations.
I learned a lot about history today. Thank you for sharing it with me.